wanted to take you through a little movement flow just to get you through this Christmas period, this time of temptations and potential indulgences, just to get your body moving again and help maybe with digestion if you need it. So we're going to be lowering ourselves down on the floor. You'd be happy to know, starting lying down. Bring your feet wide. We'll just start to move the knees from side to side. This is just going to start to move the pelvis a little bit, start to give a little bit of a massage to those internal organs and help to get the digestion going as well. So you can do this basically no matter how full of Christmas pudding you feel. This is a nice one just to get you going. From there, we bring your arms out wide in a T position. Then we bring our knees over to one side and we start to lengthen your top leg, keeping the foot connected to the floor, and then we kick that leg all the way up towards the hand. Maybe it comes up to the hand, maybe it goes past, and then eventually when we can't take the leg up anymore, it starts to come up off the floor and comes up and over, and then when it comes above the hip, we start to lengthen out through the bottom leg. We come all the way over to the other side, keeping that leading leg high. And then we start to lower the leg down so that we can reach the top leg up towards the hand, just like we did on the other side. From here, we're going to draw the leg down, keeping it foot connected to the floor again. And as you do, the same arm comes up above the head. We start to roll over, coming up onto the elbow, and keep taking that top foot all the way around until we eventually come up into our Z-sit position. So then we bring the back hand behind, we reach up and push the hips up to create this beautiful opening into the front of the hip. So opening up through the front of the body, kind of the opposite position that we're generally in all day, especially if we've been sitting around eating too much turkey. And then we start to lower back down. You can obviously hold that there for as long as you feel good. We come back out of it, we lengthen out, we start to reach the top hand forward, and then we come all the way back around the same way that we went in. This time, we're going to walk the hands and come up onto the hands, keep gliding that foot around until eventually we come up into a low squat. So you can stay in this low squat for a little while. If your heels don't come to the floor, it's nice to put something underneath them, maybe some towels or whatever, or maybe just move from side to side to where you can bring one heel down onto the floor and then the other. And then from here, we're going to bring the palms down onto the floor. We start to lift the hips so you bring more weight into the hands. And we tuck those knees in close towards the upper arms. This is just so that we can momentarily lift the feet off the floor and bring the feet a little bit closer together. So we come more into a low crouch, and from here we come up tall. So we're balancing on the legs. We bring the arms out to the sides, and we're just going to move little rotations through the spine, one way and then the other. Whoops. Maintaining your balance here, creating that length through your spine. And this is a really gentle rotation, again, just helping digestion, getting things moving, whilst you sort of stay quite relaxed into the shoulders whilst maintaining your balance with your lower body. And then we're going to come back the same way that we came into it. So the hands come back down to the floor. We bring the top knee down. We start to walk the hands back. We're going to slide the back leg behind you, and eventually we come into your Z-sit again. So we're facing the front. From here we lower down onto the hands. Lengthen the top leg long and start to glide that leg up, bringing your body back out into your capital T position. This top leg, so now we're just doing exactly the same thing on the other side. Top leg starts to lift above the hip, lengthening the bottom leg. And then we bring the legs over in an open leg rocker to the other side. Once that bottom leg touches the floor, it starts to slide down on the floor. The top leg comes up and over, reaching the foot up towards the hand. And then we start to take the top arm above the head as the top leg lowers down. We bend into the bottom leg, and then we start to arc all the way around, tucking the back leg behind you until you eventually come up into your Z-sit. That palm comes down onto the floor, and we reach up. So it's a long line from your front knee up into the hip. We lift up through the pubic bone so we can create that really nice opening into the front of the hip. And this back shoulder, we spiral out to get a little higher and a little more supported into that shoulder. Again, staying here for as long as it feels good. You can add a few little arm circles here just to create a little bit of different glide in through the shoulder and the sides of the body. Then we come back down and we start to lengthen out through the top leg, walking around to come into your deep squat. So hands come behind you. We come up onto the feet into your deep squat, and again just taking the variation that suits. If you're feeling like you've got a little bit more rotation, we can drop one elbow down and open up in through the top palm, sinking into both of the hips and doing that on the other side. And you can just go from side to side however many times you feel like you need. We bring those feet a little closer together by bringing the weight into the palms, bringing the feet off the floor and stepping in through the feet. Let the knees come in as you slowly lengthen up. Tall through the spine and bringing the heels maybe a little higher away from the floor as you bring the arms out to the sides. And then we rotate side to side. Just seeing if we can stay cool, calm, collected in the upper body as we maintain our balance with the lower body. Coming back to the center, lowering all the way back down through the hands, bring them down to the floor. We come back down through the knee, back into our Z-sit position, and then from here we can continue to go from side to side. So to get back into the position, lowering back down through the back elbow, reaching the top leg long, start to find your capital T position again through your arms. So reaching that arm out, other arm goes back behind as the spine starts to center on the mat. We come up and over through one foot and then the other, all the way to the other side, and you can just keep it going as many times as you would like. And that should make your body feel nice and warm and free. Enjoy.